Good morning, y'all. How you doing? How you doing? It's Chef Rodney 117, Deliciously Dope. Here you are with yet another Deliciously Dope's Daily Chronicles. Today, y'all, today is one of those days where we sit down and talk with, some of the best people in the industry today. Okay. Our next guest, everyone knows them. They're slowly becoming fam here at the Deliciously Dope Studios. They're an award-winning CBD company from Quincy, Massachusetts, y'all. I could sit here and rattle on about all the awards that they've won, but let's just put it this way. They know what they're doing. Clearly, it's made very apparent. They're all over the fucking scene lately. They just had one hell of a busy-ass schedule. Being 50% veteran-owned and 50% woman-owned business, they absolutely know what it means to deliver a superior quality product with the consumer and community in mind. These people, hands down, can tell you that, when it comes down to research and development on their products, they care about how it makes you feel, not just how it tastes and stuff like that. Again, guys, without any other further ado, I give you Mary Palmer, y'all. Mary Palmer, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? Eric, how you doing this morning, baby?
I'm doing well. How's everybody else doing?
What up? How's it going, Eric?
Good.
I may or may not have stuck some can of butter in my coffee. So
I should get my
cheers to that. I also rolled a fucking, little dude, but the last of my conspiracy theories. So yeah, I know. I figured I'd share that with you. Wait, how are you going to sit there and wear both of them hats?
You need one, huh?
I'm a hat person. No, seriously, I'm going to grab one of them yellow ones, though. Those are fucking sweet.
You had before the regular one, the fitted ones?
No, I don't have any of those.
We didn't have them yet.
Overdue for a package.
Yeah, you're overdue for a care package.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. I just your barbecue sauce you sent me though. Let me tell you, because I wasn't sure if I could release that or not, but I actually cooked with it, y'all. So if you guys want the video, I'll drop it.
Oh, fun. That's awesome. We would love that.
I didn't get a chance to try it, but I smelled it last time I was there. That smelled like some damn good BBQ sauce.
No, Eric, did you get to try the other dish he made with the truffle oil?
Not the dish, no. But your truffle oil also just smells, and I got a little tiny taste of it, just the oil. And that is some amazing oil right there.
That's liquid gold.
Guy too, so truffles are
what up, y'all?
Like a delicacy in the mushroom world.
Add on your steak and eggs in the morning.
Oh my goodness! I'm talking my language there.
Not even question. Yeah, not even question. No, for sure. We have some friends and family coming over for the holidays. All COVID free. They've been tested. We've been tested. My girl works in a doctor's office, so we get tested pretty regularly. Both of us do, and it sucks. But it's what you got to do to keep everybody safe, right? That being said, I talked to them. They're like, "Yo, we're coming from California. We're coming from out of town. Blah blah blah. Can you infuse food?" And so my girl goes, "Have you not seen his show?" They're like, "No, what are you talking about?" And so she just goes down this whole rabbit hole of everything. And they're like, "Holy shit. We didn't even know. Can you infuse something?" I was like, "Can I infuse something?"
There will be an infused dish on Christmas.
Steph can infuse anything you want to infuse.
Oh yeah. So check this out. So I have an idea though. I'm guessing y'all are some steak lovers. So you can actually dry age steak with butter. Okay. What you do is you take the steak, before you slice it into you take the whole haunch and you dip it in butter, right? And then you let it dry and then you cure it, right? What if somebody did that with can of butter?
Wow, I never experimented with that.
I like that.
Good, because I'm doing it.
Oh my God, yes.
The oils help protect against like bacteria and stuff during like a slow cure process on meat stuff, because it is common for like every once in a while, if you just dry curing meat, for it to get a little bit of bacteria or mold on the outside, you know, kind of like most of them, depending on the type of bacteria, you just cut it off. But yeah, that oil is a good barrier. Same with, that's why a lot of people use like salt or oil for that process. But I would so interested in that. Like I don't eat meat but a couple times a year. I always say like special occasions. But Chef, that would be a special occasion, I'll tell you that much. Can of butter cured steak. Mm-hmm.
We experimented with making jerky a bunch, and we actually entered it into the Harvest Cup.
It's a tricky one.
It's definitely tricky.
It's tricky because the way you have to put the THC back into it usually involves some bit of moisture. And then
and then when you're sealing it too, is like, you know, the storage of it.
What's up? What do you got?
What do you got for an
this is my domain right here. This is what I do. So let's go back. Let's remind me beef jerky. Let's go back to the can of butter cured steak. So my idea was this. So you have to have a dry age room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait a minute. What's a grow tent?
Okay.
You can control the humidity, the moisture, all of that, just like a dry aged room. There you go.
Oh wow.
You see what I'm saying? So if you have another grow tent where you're just dry aging your meat, why the fuck not? So that's how I'm going to do it. Moving on, let's go back to your beef jerky. Check this out. You know how like you're talking about reintroducing moisture? What if you didn't have to? What if you could actually take a THC salt and put that over it?
Yeah. I like that.
THC salts, or you could do like a sugar for like candied bacon.
You know
yeah, we see the candied bacon a lot.
Candied bacon.
It's not my favorite, but I guess that's a personal thing.
So like isolates, you can find like powdered ones, and you can mix it into whatever like seasoning mix you had, you know, and apply.
Right.
Well, we already had the barbecue sauce, so we tried that, but it was almost like too wet of jerky, like on the outside. You know, so
you put the barbecue on after, or like a certain time in the process, because I feel like
we were trying to play around with.
You throw that.
The salt, because that's easy to do like accurate dosing with, and that's a big factor in what we do, is that it has to be clear, accurate dosing, and it has to test right.
Yeah, right. With the barbecue, I feel like you'd have to like dehydrate the barbecue onto it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tried that, didn't work as well as we wanted.
I can imagine that's definitely some research and development right there.
Yeah.
My favorite lighter just died.
Oh no.
We'll have to have a burial later. It's my I bought this for like 50 cents at, I think it was like Electric Forest like 4 years ago. Yeah. And fucking it finally died. So those cricket lighters, I'm all over that. All over that shit. I don't know, man. Like they say though, like when the lighter dies, it's a good day.
I don't know. Depends if you have a backup.
We're good.
You know what?
I think there's like,
is
you know how the studio is, Eric. There's like 10 lighters within like 5 feet of me, so we're gonna be all right. But Mary Palmer, y'all, what are you not doing? Like I see you had a busy ass week. There's a newsletter that you guys sent out on your email, and I'm like, what day do you take off?
Yeah, it was 3 days this week. We were doing podcasts, talking to our friends, hanging out.
Last week, New York, a few days.
Last year
we had a toy drive Saturday. I think we were home like 2 or 3 days last week.
Dang.
It's insane.
We make COVID safe, you know. We're only traveling. We went to the studio.
Repetitive cycle, but
we were at the studio in New York with the Token Dead guys. So
yeah, Bill and Jeff, all of those guys. Brandon, excuse me. Well, they're with Bill Diamond right now. That's why I got confused. But
right. You guys got to get over there. It's so much fun to just be involved with the filming process and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you never get to see behind the scenes.
You never get to see behind the scenes.
Like that. That's a once in a lifetime there.
Did you?
No, I was saying that would be a once in a lifetime for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's just, with Michigan right now and COVID, like. It's weird because the Michigan government and local authorities, if you will, quote unquote, are all recommending that we kind of don't travel outside the state. And if we do, quarantine for 2 weeks when we come back and X, Y, and Z. And it's just like, because I was supposed to go out to California, there was a podcast out there I was going to be on. And like, I was like, screw it. And a family member for a Christmas gift wanted to pay for my way out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an opportunity and that's legit. And it got to the point to where like they called me and they're like, hey, so we're going to do this, but we're going to do this later. And I was like, why? Like that no, don't give me candy, then take it away. Don't do that to me. Like, it's warm in California. I want to go there for at least 10 minutes and smoke a J. But like, they're like with COVID and da. So it's, I was like, it's not worth it, man. I mean, I don't want to risk anybody else's safety. I don't want to risk mine, obviously. But it's like, at the same time, I'm healthy enough that if I got it, I feel like I could shake it, but I'm not sick. You know what I mean? You don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. We're learning more. I will tell you this, and I guess this is a good question. And not getting political with this, but like the vaccine that's rolling out, like political or not, like I look at it this way, like, let's test that a little more. You feel me? Like,
I won't be getting it right.
Me neither.
No. It's just like video games. All right, if those of you that are playing Cyberpunk right now, I'm not, because I'm smart. Joking. If you get a video game right when it's released, that's when the bugs are going to happen. They haven't perfected that video game. If they did, okay, back in the day when they perfected video games, you just got the disc or the cartridge and that was it. There wasn't DLCs. There was, Resident Evil 2. You feel me? That's how that started. A lot of people are like, that's not how that works. It is, though, because I was there and I seen it. Like, let me drop some knowledge on you. Super Nintendo Mario Brothers. And they're like, what? I'm like, all right, then we can't have the same conversation now, and just walk away. But
it's kind of similar to like a brand new console, like a brand new hardware, because like most vaccines, they give you like little piece of the dead virus essentially, and your immune system tags it. And, you build the immunities with a virus that's not going to replicate in your body. Now, this is like an RNA vaccine. It directly interacts with the RNA that sends signals to change your DNA. So it's like a brand new type of vaccine that they've never rolled out on the public before. And they're going to release it at a global scale. It just seems kind of crazy to me.
It absolutely does, 100%. I think it's they're trying. So let's give them points for that. But the problem is, just smoke weed. You know what I mean? Like, it's they've done studies that are showing that people that smoke cannabis or are cannabis users, they're able to bounce back from this. They're less likely to get symptoms in their same blood type. That's just a fucking mess I don't want to deal with. I'd rather just grow my weed and do my show, talk to my friends, and then once everything goes green, if you will, get it? Because I like to travel. I got a lot of stops to make, but it's going to be great because we can film all that, and it's just going to be a fun time. I'm coming to Quincy. I'm coming to Quincy. I got to go to Quincy. Let's see. How far are you guys from Boston?
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah, the Quincy borders Boston.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. So that's a very similar, like Lansing, East Lansing kind of vibe then. All right. I see that. Or Detroit and suburbs. That works out well because, like, I want to go down and see, Jimmy Kang and Lauren Prey and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like 45 minutes to an hour away.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Which we love it out there, out in Worcester. Their show's awesome.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy has a shop.
Like a lot more cannabis friendly than other parts of the state.
Are they?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like Michigan. Well,
Center is where the Harvest Cup is. That's in Worcester. The Summit Lounge, which is like a cannabis lounge, is in Worcester.
Hell yeah. No, I definitely have to make my way out there because, like, I know y'all remember this. You guys remember an amazing, amazing show that we had earlier this year. It was Disrupt America. They had some pretty awesome people on. I miss that show. I'm gonna say I missed that show because of what it was. You know what I mean? And it helped connect a lot of people, a lot of people in that area to me, and vice versa. I love it, man. Let's face it. That's where it all started. That's
a good connection. That was a good connection.
Absolutely. And that's what I was getting at. And like Beantown, Greentown, you heard a lot about them. Those guys were there too.
That's our homies. They're getting a license, and they should be up and running fairly soon, I would think.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they got approved.
Success story in a pandemic, y'all.
Right. That's
Oh,
the one
but
thing that the pandemic, I think, helped out with. A lot of people honed in and focused on what they were doing.
Totally.
Yes.
oh, absolutely. Look at it this way. So if let's say no pandemic happened, I'd probably, let's see, it's 10:30. I'd be prepping right now for a lunch service for sure, or beginning a lunch service or a dinner service. I mean, it's it's a chef's life. I can't tell you what I would be doing because every day is different.
Thursday, yeah, I'd be prepping music for tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you do the DJ stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of DJ stuff, like I got that record here that you sent me in that care package. You were saying that's all kinds of different music though?
CD. I think it's a disco
Probably
mix.
disco.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Yeah, here. Actually, it's right. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably a disco mix.
Hell yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today. That's fantastic. I'm just gonna
Kind of
smoke
old
music.
school to send CDs
fun.
at this point. I don't know the best way to like send music anymore. I guess.
So funny stories. I can actually help you there because I just learned it. So let me, each one teach one real quick. Let me just kind of pass it forward. You have Spotify, right?
Yeah.
So if you have Spotify, you can actually share music through there. What you do is you like hit share or something like that. We'll have to learn this together, but you hit share and it copies it, and then you can just like choose to text it or message it to somebody or post it or whatever. And then you do that and they can do this. They can click it and listen to the same thing through Spotify.
Well, I have like a SoundCloud that I have like mixes on and stuff, but I don't know, to get people to drive people to that page is...
Do it. What is it? Is it DJ Stenny?
Yeah, SoundCloud.com
Right.
/DJ Stenny. But I mean, the thing is, I feel like CDs sometimes are better because you pop it in your car and you might actually listen to it.
It was funny. It's funny you should mention CDs because the old lady and I were shopping last night, and we were talking about the early 90s. I don't know. We were like stoned returning cans and recycling because we can do up to, so much now, and our garage is full of them. So we had to get rid of something, and we were like, well, hell, that was a lot. You know what I mean? Like, let's go buy some groceries. So here we are walking through. We bought 9 boxes of cereal. So that's how we were baked. You know what I mean? That's not even a question. And I can tell you this, they have an oatmeal cream pie Betty Crocker like cereal now, and I don't care what you say. If you love oatmeal cream pies, I know they're disgusting, but let's face it, everyone's eaten one. If you like them, go get that cereal. It's amazing.
Ooh,
Nice.
that sounds fun.
It's amazing. You guys should come up with a cereal. I wouldn't say CBD there because that's illegal, but some kind of infused cereal.
A couple of people
Cereal
do
is fun.
some cereal
Like
stuff.
the personal size boxes.
Was it?
I mean, that would be smart, but like at the same time, shit, get you an actual, full size.
I feel like one of our homies is doing cereal. I feel like
I haven't heard. Who is it?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Weed Boggs. I'll connect you with this.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Mr. guy.
What's
Yeah.
his name? Shit, there's so many people in the game now. It's crazy. I love it. Fuck. There was somebody here that was doing it's cereal bars, but he's using like different, I know he's using a different, not like an actual like known brand. It's an off brand, but it's like they look, smell, taste the exact same. And he's like making these cereal milk bars that are infused. I just don't remember his name. I know he's local. I just don't remember his name. He's going to get mad at me because I was like, dude, oh yeah, man, I'll give you a shout out for sure. And he's like, try this. And I ate it. Dude, Stenny, you would like this. It's very heady. It really is, man.
I feel like we had that out in Michigan.
At
High Times.
Yeah.
But I just don't know.
Because he was like, well, I'm from the cereal city, so I might as well, right? And I'm like, yeah. And it's gone. It's gone, guys. Sorry. But back to this. I want to call it success at hand. Thank you for kind of like bringing me on and bringing us on and letting us kind of learn to the answer to the question, who is Mary Palmer? Now we get it. And now it's funny. And it's funny because like you were like at the beginning, you're like, nah, it'll make sense later and you'll laugh. And I'm like, no, it won't. Whatever. Fine. If you don't want to answer the question, fine. You know what I mean? And then like we find it. I get it. And it is funny. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of, it's one of those things where it's nostalgic and it shows that you really give a shit. Like I was saying with the research and development and like bringing that pride to the community. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, that's the one thing we always wanted to try to elevate what we were doing, and from the packaging to what we're putting in it, we're trying to refine that and find the best product.
Try to make a unique product that has a lot of bioavailability.
I love it.
Right.
I love it.
And I mean,
do like the CBD gum.
Yep.
We think is like a really great product because it stays in your mouth. You chew it, get like the best absorption out of that.
Yep.
Beverage is like our number one because we think that that's the best.
I did a review on you guys' tea that you call it tea. It's the Quarantinis.
The Quarantini, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys sent me a couple of those. They did not last very long at all. I had one, and it was coveted. So when you come into the studio, you know what I'm saying? There's the kitchen upstairs, and then, the studio and everything like that. And I had them, sitting out. And I did that little video ditty I sent you guys. I'm just messing around. And Watson comes in. He goes, "Hey, man, I'm going to drink this Mandarin." I was like, "Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Like, that is mine." You know what I mean? I was like, "You can have the grape one. That's fine." And he tried it. And he calls himself an edibles connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid can put down a couple 100 mils and just act completely fine. Yeah. He also likes shrooms. So that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. He's absolutely fine. He'll give you his keys and be like, "I can't drive, but I'm medicated, so we're all right." And that's it. How much more responsible can you get? But he drank the whole damn thing. I was like, I don't know if I would have done that, but you're going to be all right. And he just sat there and goes, "Yo, I love them boys." I was like, "Well, Lynn might say something because she's a girl." He's like, "I love them girls." I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. We got halfway there." Like, I was like, "Fuck it." He was gone for a little bit, but it was really, it's definitely heady. For me, I'll be honest with you, and this is maybe a little weird, and maybe you've heard of it, but I like taking half, and then I'll mix it like with just ice because I like it chilled a little bit because I'm fucking, pedantic as shit. So it's like,
I agree.
Sipper.
Oh.
Have it to sip on for a minute.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Medicate over time.
Balls? That's what you need. Do you have a whiskey ball?
That's fancy.
Big ice.
Okay, so I'm glad that you said that.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, to be honest with you. Hitting it like some whiskey on the rocks,
So I do have whiskey glasses in the house, but they're not mine. So most of you guys know me. For those of you that don't, I used to drink very heavily. I got up to about a fifth and a half of Jameson a night just to go to sleep. I did it to myself. It was self-abuse. I don't do that anymore. It's been almost 6 years. It's no big deal. I had for the longest time 3 sets of whiskey stones that I kept in my freezer, along with my Jameson, the whole nine. And I had Jameson whiskey glasses and all kinds of shit, right? I remember the day throwing all of that out, and I lit up a joint, and it was like I was immediately over it.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
My girl, though, she's got the whiskey stones and shit, so I could totally do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, she drinks. I can be around it. Not an issue. Yeah, I love getting her drunk. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? She can't do anything. I love her. She's like, "I'm drunk." And it's just like, yup.
Well, I'm more into heady beers. Like, around here, there's so many good breweries.
I was going to say it too, man. Like, just watching the shit that you like post and stuff, like you're into craft beers and shit. So
yeah, really small breweries.
Oh, she loves them.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think there's hit me up after the show. I forget what it's called. I'll have to ask her, but I know there's like an app you can download, and like you go and get, to certain breweries that check in and get certain beers.
Oh, I got that. I got Untapped.
That's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah. You guys will have to add her because I know you can add friends.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that'd be fucking cool, because then you'll make me have to come there and spend a lot of money on getting her drunk and driving her drunk ass around.
Oh, yeah. I'll have a care package waiting.
Let's do it. Absolutely. No, fucking, she saw one because I was flipping through, on the couch. I was just flipping through Insta, and like you posted one, and I'll have to go back and find it because I know I saw it somewhere else. And she was like, "Oh, I want to try that one." I was like, "Yeah, all right." And then I was just like, "I'll tell him." And then I got high and forgot. My bad. You know what I mean? But it was a cereal beer. No, a breakfast beer.
Oh, maybe. No. The ones that we've been digging right now are the 450.
Oh my gosh, that's out your way. 450.
Indiana.
It's in Indiana. Yeah.
450 Brewing. 450.
Which one had the gray or silver can?
That was that one last night.
Okay.
It was just
with like the jewels on it.
Yep.
They make
Oh
these.
my
Yep.
god.
It's like fruit juice.
That's your way. I'm jealous of you guys. That shit is fire. Like unreal. It's like fresh pressed juice, but it's beer. It's unreal. It tastes like a smoothie.
It doesn't taste like beer at all.
Huh. Now let me ask you this. So being in the CBD/THC industry and doing a lot of research and development, like you see a lot of things. You're like, okay, this is going to go great. And then you're like, that's awesome. We made one, but it took 5 hours to make that one. Now let's mass produce it. And you're like, not cost effective, but this tastes really good. I get that. Being a chef, that's happened a lot too. What's your opinion with like, and a lot of people are going to go to it now because a lot of people want to stop smoking and stuff like that. But like the sprays or the mists and stuff that we've been hearing about. What do you, have you guys developed something like that yet?
No, we haven't developed that. We have a topical that's kind of like that. I guess you could say the rose water. But no, I think that's sublingual is going to be good for absorption.
It's going to be good for absorption, yeah.
Your canna mixer.
Yeah, I also think the sprays, they're like dialed in doses too. So like each pump of the spray is an exact amount of milliliters that comes out of it.
Yep.
I think that's like one of the advantages of that too.
So what I was saying was this. And my high ass takes a minute to get somewhere, but I wanted to make sure I get this to you guys. Your canna mixer here, okay? This actually works really good in a vinaigrette for a salad.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, which you can spray. Yeah,
spritz like that.
I just did like, some cranberries, some almonds, a little bit of brown sugar chunks and stuff like that in there, some crumbles. Granola really was what it was. Spring mix. I threw a couple of tomatoes in there. Just a really nice salad. And then I was like, well, what kind of dressing do I want? I was like, all right, cool. Let's go do a vinaigrette. I make my own. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I wonder. So then I checked this out. I grabbed it, scooped it up again. And I was like, yo, that would totally work. I think I went a little heavy on it because I may or may not have just dumped half the bottle in, which I did. So, well, you're in a house of learned stoners here, okay? We know what's going to happen. All right. We know what's going to happen. And so I was just like, babe, taste this. And she was like, what did you do to that? That was like 30 minutes later. So the time elapsed, scarfing. There wasn't any, it was so good. We didn't speak at the table. Just like smashing. Like, that was good. That was hella good. I had bacon in there and probably about 15, 20 minutes later, if that, I could be off a little bit because we weren't really writing it down, but we went to go feed the girls, to water the plants. And she goes, I'm high as shit. Like just looked at me and she looked at me, I'm high as shit. What did you do to that? And we didn't smoke. We didn't nothing. And I literally just took half that bottle and mixed it and made a vinaigrette and just bam, bam, bam. We found out that, the olive oil that I used in the vinaigrette allowed for more of an absorption of the cannabinoids in the canna mixer.
Right.
Wow.
And then you've got, all the flavors in that, all the flavors in the salad and everything is a terpene and it's just bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? And it's, that was a really good hour and a half of my life. So thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? I will send you that recipe. I'll send you the whole salad thing.
Yeah, I
That's
like
awesome.
that. That's a really good idea to use that as a salad dressing.
Definitely.
Smoke weed, right?
Eat weed too.
One more time?
Eat weed too, man. Get that shit on your salads, on your skin. Some nice rose water. That sounds delicious.
See, and it's funny you should say that because I was gonna totally if my girls were bigger and I could start cutting fan leaves off, damn well I'm gonna start doing that. It was fucking 8 o'clock at night. We're eating a late dinner, salads. I didn't have any fan leaves, but if you just so happen to accidentally drop them off, I'm gonna accidentally pretend to be mad if you give me some fan leaves. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Throw them in that salad. Wash them first. Make sure you wash them. As you would any foliage. Then throw them right in that salad. You're absolutely right, dude. Not to mention, they add like an herbal undertone to salads that I can speak on.
Yeah, the cannabis leaves, especially if you get some fresh tips, like you're topping your plants or something, they're they got some spice to them, like a spicy bitter green, and they're packed full of nutrients, packed full of magnesium, calcium, all types of good stuff for you. So.
Absolutely.
Throw in if you juice.
Yes, juice is one of the best ways. For certain people, like the fibers in the leaves can be a little bit too much for their digestion and stuff. But yeah, juicing them, making a stock out of them, things like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No. So if people want to, pick up some Mary Palmer swag or anything like that, where should we send them?
At whoismarypalmer.com, IG whoismarypalmer, Facebook Mary Palmer, the page is at the real Mary Palmer.
Also, if you guys pick up anything off of whoismarypalmer.com, make sure to type in capitals all litmus to save 15%. Not to mention, check it out, mothersinfusions.com. Everything is 25% off right now until January with absolutely free shipping. Go check these homies out. You want to buy local, shop local? Y'all, this is it. This is artisan at its finest. These people are going to the top. We might get high and sled back down the hill, but hey, it was a fun ride, wasn't it? My question, y'all, Eric, you got that mushroom tincture you're working on. That's your new shit. That's what you're jamming on. That's what you're excited about. Mary Palmer, what are you guys doing? There it is.
That's so cool.
Hell yeah.
That's boosting for
What
the
kind of mushrooms are in that?
We got maitake mushrooms, reishi mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, artist conch, cordyceps, and did I say reishi? Turkey tail mushrooms. You also got some like oregano, which is really good for boosting the immune system. Milk thistle is good for helping cleanse that liver out, which is always working hard. Ginger, turmeric, and a bunch of high CBD hemp. So you get a little bit of CBD in each dose with a bunch of medical mushrooms and herbs that just are. It was built to stimulate the immune system. Something we all need right now in this time of COVID going around.
Recently started putting a larger variety of mushrooms into my diet, and I could totally feel like a cognitive response to that.
Definitely, they are. I think it should be in everybody's diet, barred mushroom allergies and stuff. But it's a powerful immune stimulator. Every single mushroom out there is. It's just certain mushrooms, shiitakes, especially like maitakes and stuff, reishis. They just have other terpenes. They have higher polysaccharide counts, and that just means for overall different stimulations in the body as well as more immune stimulation of the polysaccharides. So get it, people. Right now is the most important time. You come in contact with a COVID, like you might not even notice it if your immune system's on point, And if you do catch it, the CBD has been proven, THC has been proven, same with polysaccharides. They do the same similar functions as they stop the sea storm, your cytokines, which are drowning people in their lungs. It's your immune system producing things, trying to kill the virus and help your body out. That's what's actually killing the people. So it slows that down and it makes it so, you won't have as much complications if you do come in contact with COVID or it replicates too much in your body.
So I'm a huge fan of Crystal Light. I know. And so I started drinking Crystal Light in water bottles again because that's just, that's where I'm at. No shout out to them. I just really enjoy their products. I may or may not have, and I did, do a double dose of that Mary Palmer drink mix in there. So cheers, guys.
It's pretty light. It's pretty
Bottoms
nice.
up.
Bottoms up.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Like I literally add that to I'm out. Like that was my last little like. It's probably like down here now. I had to like get in there. Like it was.
You just reminded me. I forgot the CBD up my coffee. Something that.
Oh shit.
I can be a little sensitive to caffeine, so I definitely noticed the CBDs cut that. Just putting a little bit in my coffee whenever I drink coffee.
Now that mushroom stuff, the mushroom tincture, you can also stick in your coffee.
Yes, I'm doing both right now. I do the mushrooms every single day. It's something that is when you take the polysaccharides or you eat mushrooms on a daily basis, it actually like builds up in your system and helps your immune system more and more. It like makes a stronger effect over time.
I got a Puffco question real quick. Sorry, this is random as hell. So, Stenny, you talked about you got that new Puffco?
We have the new one, yep.
What do you think of it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's better than the old one. It's much better.
Well, I mean, obviously. Because it's like so here's why I ask, because I smoke flower. You know, I like flowers and edibles. That's my jam. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm slowly getting turned on to dabbing and concentrates. So Bad Girl Buds gave me, you know, some crumble. Just she goes, here's a couple grams. You know, kind of spread it on your flower, roll it in your joint. She goes, put it in your dab pen, you know, because I have a dab pen and things like that. And so she like took the time to tell me, hey, you're an idiot. You could be enjoying both worlds right now. And so I was like, all right, cool. Variety is the spice of life. So I started putting some in my bowls and, you know, da-da-da-da. I think that I'm ready to start dabbing, but I think I'm going to start out with a really low temperature.
See, that's
the Puffco is great for that.
That's the thing. You
it's
can
like
dial
in between.
it in.
You're not gonna like scorch yourself and get those like crazy hot dabs that just wreck you.
There's no like weird, like I mean I have a torch right here. There's no weird torch and a lighter,
it's
whatever.
Very user friendly. You can pretty much do it in like public.
Funny story about a torch. So me being a chef, I do creme brulee every now and then, you know, or I use it to finish something or roast something. I have a torch, right? And my girlfriend and I lived together, you know, and so like I moved in. She wouldn't let me leave, but I moved in. She's like, "You can cook and no, you're not leaving." So I was like, you know, it's all right. And I brought my creme brulee blowtorch. She's like, "Oh, you dab?" And I'm like, "No, I actually cook with this." And she's like, "Oh, usually people think that." Okay, no. I was like, "No, I cook with it. I don't dab at all." So now I have a reason to buy more blowtorches. So I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? I think Puffco is probably going to be the one that I start with because that's a whole new glass. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's definitely like an investment, but it's the best way to smoke concentrates.
You can travel with it too, whereas traveling with a dab rig is a little.
right. I used to fly with my e-nail.
Yeah, but that's in like the Pelly case, so that's at least like got a custom case for it.
Yeah.
You're just like freeballing, dabbering in your
backpack.
It's like...
Eric, do you remember when we had my sous chef Dave in the studio a couple times? When he travels with his dab rig, it's a whole like tote box.
Yeah.
That's what you got. I love that. That's the good thing about those little ones, especially like, man, I can't stress enough that temperature control. Like what you're saying, like save your throat, get some better flavor out of it, and you just get a much better buzz. You know?
So the new one has an app. You connect it to the phone, and you can like dial it in, and it has like a new sensor on it. So it has 3 sensors. So as you're hitting it, like it's temperature controlling it.
How cool! I mean, you know, let me see how the funds are looking like after a fucking holiday. Like normally. It's a holiday pandemic is what it is. So everybody's tight on that and stuff like that. So it's like, let me like next year, I think in January 1st, I'm going to buy the Puffco and just start the new year out like that. You know what I'm saying? And like start out dabbing, do a good review on it. Cause it's like, what better kind of review on a product could you get than someone that's absolutely virgin to it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like, and that's the way that I look at things. If it's flour, all right, listen, I used to do, you guys have seen it, our boys over at the In the Weeds podcast.
Yep.
I used to do the strain of the week on there. And that really, you know, I'm so thankful for that because it's like, that really opened my eyes up to terpenes, cannabinoids, endocannabinoid system and all of that. So the science behind it. It's not the entourage effect anymore, y'all.
No, when you actually doing like the strain of the week and you're like writing down data or you know, you're seeing the different effects of smoke. You know what that's doing to you.
I mean, that's like the real medical benefits of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because it's like, as a chef, I understood that real quick because I understood everything has a flavor profile filed away. You know, get the flavor. If you want to cook good and you want to learn to cook like a chef, not just a cook, but a chef, I recommend this to anybody. Go grab the flavor Bible. That's all I need to say.
You get to know each flavor of each seasoning and each thing that you're cooking with, and know the
everything down to the salt.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That.
Yep.
Like there's recipes in it that if you dig deep enough, some chefs taken it and bastardized it 10, 15 ways, whatever have you. Okay, and that's fine. You basically find out what main ingredients you need to make this, and then you just do whatever you want. That's the great thing. So adding weed to stuff is not hard. You just have to understand that these herbs are different than the thyme and stuff like that. And if you add thyme and lemongrass and stuff like that have these terpenes in it, and you add weed, it's just going to compound because you're absorbing more terpenes, allowing for more cannabinoids in your system to be blasted with. That's why when you eat something and you eat enough of it, there are some psychedelic effects, more so if you were to just dab or take or smoke a joint. And it's interesting because like now as chef, and it's that one coded thing that we all wanted. We're like, how does it make you feel? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we can now get that. So a little bit of satisfaction, not to mention, this shit tastes great. Like the peach stuff you sent me, the barbecue sauce, it was amazing. What else? Everything is just, it's, I blew through that little care package real quick. I'll tell you that right now.
The truffle oil.
Oh no, I still have that. I actually made a couple of dishes with that, y'all. And what I would like to do, if you'll have it, I'll create some more like R&D and some like recipes, send them over to y'all with some pictures. And here's where you can really help me. I'll give you like a list of what to buy, obviously what you need for the recipe, obviously the dosage of the truffle oil that I use, of course, and then how to make it and then pictures accordingly. I'll send that all to you guys. Help me, man. Just, bust it out and be like, all right, that was easy to do, or that absolutely tastes like shit. What did you do wrong? Help me help you. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit right there is liquid gold.
I'm definitely down to try that.
We were making steak with it, mashed potatoes, and
just put it on anything like dish. Savory.
I did like a green beans a la mode.
Yeah.
Like just or almondine, if you will. I threw a little bit of that truffle in there, and then like as I kind of put it on the plate, because I'm fancy. I love my girl. Eric can attest to this. Like I make fun of her, but at the same time, I would.
Oh yeah.
And I spoil her, so I do all these fancy plates, and so it's funny because her friends are like, "You must eat great." She's like, "Yeah, tonight we're having SpaghettiOs though." So she's like, but it's fun because like I did that
every night, chef. It'd be nice to have that time to prepare those meals, but
what it was is like I grew up having to work in restaurants around food and being able to nibble here and there because chefs and cooks don't eat well. I know we fat, but we don't eat well. And then growing up and being able to afford SpaghettiOs, basically, I just whenever I can, it's like I'm doing good in life. Here's a can of SpaghettiOs, and then I spend like the next day and a half going, I should not have done that. Should not have. I'm not 19 anymore, man. That shit was terrible. But it's really good to like do research and development. I put that shit on some green beans, and like she sent a picture of it to her mom, and her mom immediately calls us. She's mid like green bean in her mouth. She goes, "What do you want?" She goes, "How high are you right now?" She's like, "Mom, this is 30 seconds in. What? That's not how it works." So this turned into like a whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? And was like, but she asked all the right questions. She's like, "What is CBD? Okay, what is this? What's the difference? Well, why can't I just go to a gas station and get it?" And I'm like, "You know what I told her? You know what I told her?" And she's gonna be like, 100%. I go to whoismarypalmer.com. All right, and go to mothersinfusions.com. She goes, "Well, what's the difference?" I go, "There's a lot of differences. If you were to just do it, it'll explain it. If you don't want to buy something out of state, because let's face it, some people don't. And that's fine. Okay. Buy from Mother's Infusions. That's made in Lansing. So if you want to support local, that's Lansing. If you want to support just, a small business, buy from both of them." I was like, and if you go use Deliciously Dope on the website, which is my show that you absolutely hate, you'll save 10%. She's like, 10%, huh? That's what's wrong takeaway. You know what I mean? I was like, that's not gonna work. And I was like, you want something on Mother's Infusions website, but don't know how, let me know. Eric's on the show. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, okay, 10% though, right? I was like, oh my God. I just walked away. I love that woman. But no, seriously, like, I don't know if she picked anything up yet or not. I don't know, but she did use Eric's his pain rub. She did use it, but the CBD version, because she's absolutely in that stigma where that's no THC. And she used it and it worked great. I'm like, awesome. Check this out though. And I had that THC, the CBD to THC tincture, you guys, the strawberry kiwi or whatever it was, strawberry banana. I shook it up a little bit and I go, "Here, do a half a drop or a half a dose of this and tell me if you feel anything." she took it, you know, and she came back and she's like, yeah, I feel great. I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you properly, you know, balance THC. I was like, so that THC rub though, like, you know, that would have been that you're not going to get high off of it. She's like, then why put THC? And I was like, because there's medicinal benefits. Yeah. You're just not getting psychedelics.
The nerves on your skin, tiny bit absorbs. It's working on the nerves underneath the skin and stuff too. So
I made some CBG gummies with my magic butter machine, and just some CBD. I used isolate in some stuff, and I mailed them to a friend of mine whose girlfriend just had some like her wisdom teeth removed.
Yep.
And so she's going through some pain. She does not, you know, being an ex addict, she doesn't want to be on the pain meds.
Oh yeah.
She's even red flagged from having the pain meds. But guess what she was able to leave the hospital with? That's right. Those same pain meds. They missed all, so she doesn't want to use them, and she hasn't. But that she uses it as like a trophy now, which is awesome. She goes, there's 30 pills in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's awesome. I sent her some CBG gummies. She goes, these are great. How do I make these? And so not only did she go buy a magic butter machine, she went and bought all the stuff to make it. She went to the website where I ordered the CBG. That woman is now able to heal.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It goes all the way back to like having the conversations with, you know, both mothers and stuff, you know, like especially the older generation, these people that do need like the anti-inflammatories and not ones that are going to be affecting their kidneys and liver and stuff like that.
Right.
Just these simple conversations about all these newer products coming out, you know, whether it's a barbecue sauce, like what a great way to infuse, you know, medicine into our food in an easy way for someone just to either dump it on their food or cook it with it, you know, or get creative if they're good with cooking and stuff. So that's freaking awesome. And we need a lot more conversations like this, you know, and just being open with our parents, especially aunts, uncles, and everything, you know, in between.
Oh, 100%.
Education is a huge thing. You know, that's why we have to be the forefront of that. And we are right now.
Yes, you are. We are.
100% you are. I mean, how many words? Like, come on. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Just like the education of like, you know, turning these people on to 100%. It's not a bad
and it's not like they just don't know anything about it. What they know is so wrong about it. So you have to like. It's
so twisted. But you got to give it to drugs, though. Drugs won the war on drugs. Like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, and we jest, and marijuana is not a drug. But at the same time, like, it can be argued, fine. The point is, let's not argue semantics because each case is different. We understand that. What I mean by, like, all that, you know, all that bling y'all get from the awards, who better to talk to and help educate than people who have won numerous awards? That's my point. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, well, what about this edible? Yo, we won the High Times Cup in Detroit, and we're from, you know, from Boston area. So if we traveled that far and won, we might know that your peanut brittle was bunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say it.
Right.
I love peanut brittle. You should do that.
Peanut brittle's bomb.
It's bomb.
It is. If it's done right. I've had some terrible peanut brittle.
I know my stepmom always makes some bomb peanut brittle. It's always during the Christmas time, so I might have to send some. It
won't last. It does not. You live in again, like I said, learned stoners here. All right, we bought 9 boxes of cereal yesterday. Okay, 9. And only 3 of those were for the puppy chow that we're making. So that's a whole different. Oh man! But the cool thing is, since I got a hold of Whit over there at Magic Butter Machine. You know what I'm saying? And he hooked me up with that machine. I started cranking out these crazy combinations. And so we're infusing puppy chow. We're making lotion. We're making chapstick for people. This is all Christmas gifts.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's
the way that we've seen it. So it's just like we had a lot of help from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Eric's like, hey, man, check it out. Yo, Eric, you got to come over and see the girls sometime soon, man. They're looking good. I'll send y'all some pictures. Stenny, I know y'all would like to see it too.
Yeah, definitely.
We're getting to the point to where because I just made like a little incubation chamber, if you will, and let them kind of grow up to the light, basically. And I just lined that with like aluminum foil to mimic like Mylar. I know some people wouldn't appreciate that, and some people are cringing, but it worked. You see what I'm saying? They're nice, and so now it's time to put them in the tent and get them in the fabric pots and the whole nine. I've been talking to Danko about it and kind of like, hey man, how to do this, how to do that. I'm talking to Eric, everybody at Horizon Hydroponics, just talking to everybody and pulling together, that community knowledge on how to grow this plant so I can turn it into, dude, shit, stuff like you guys make, you know what I'm saying, with like the barbecue sauce and stuff. Now, I will help you with everything else. I'm not touching your barbecue sauce. I'm not doing it because I think it's absolutely perfect.
That's awesome.
It's great.
Do you have Danny's book?
I do. Yeah, actually, I did a review on it yesterday.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a nice little guide to have.
It is.
He made sure that we got it.
Let's go.
Yeah, he made sure. He's like, enjoy creating your own healing flowers. And I looked through it. I was like, all right, cool. You know what they should do though? And this is just me being high for a minute. If you made a growing book that when you flipped it, it had terpenes embedded and it smelled like weed.
Oh, wow. That's
I guarantee you, though, you will actually retain more in that book because they say that of the five senses, the one that triggers the most PTSD or the most memories or the most ability to recall things is smell.
Yeah, your olfactory is the most primitive.
Exactly. So if you have something that smells like actual cannabis bud printed on hemp paper, and it's a grow book, you're going to be able to retain and memorize that grow book, making it more memorable. But hey, what do I know?
Sniff on the pages with like each terpene profile.
No, because then somebody's going to be stupid as hell and try and peel that and try and smoke it. So I don't think that both of our ideas are going to work.
I remember like scratch and sniff stuff. I don't know if they do that.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm just saying, like us being stoners, the Bible wasn't even safe. People were like, let's smoke that. Roses aren't even safe. Don't give anything that a stoner can roll up. They're going to smoke it. It's going to happen.
Apple,
a banana. People are building snowman bongs now. One-time use. The most recyclable bongs you can get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
Maybe I'll do that outside today.
Dude, how much snow do you guys have there?
Probably like a foot.
Wow,
it's a little wet though.
We got
you want to borrow my dog? I'll just send my husky. He's waiting so much.
I can't wait to go outside after this and go play with my dog Charlie. He loves the snow.
So Denny, you guys have iPhones, right? The iPhone 12s.
I have 11.
The 11, is it the Pro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Both the Pros, so the 12 and the Pros will work. So if you take your phone, okay, and turn on your slow-mo, but turn it upside down and then pull it towards you and record your dog running at it in slow-mo, that shit's going to look dope as hell.
All right.
Okay.
Seriously, it looks, well, make sure you can get the snow. You got to let the magic happen. You know what I'm saying? Let it happen. But like, record that shit in slow-mo, then send it to me. If you send it to me, I vow right now I will turn into a bomb-ass commercial.
Nice.
Because I got the PNG and shit like that for the dog treats. If you did that, I'm gonna mix it with like remember when my dogs are just, I don't know, yelling at me for something I ain't do. I don't even know what happened. That would make one memorable ass like, yeah, that's gonna be it. Right, here we go. That's what we're gonna do. Dog treat commercial.
I love the
now. Yeah. Do you guys take like proceeds from when you sell dog treats and stuff like that and kind of give it back to local shelters?
We donate like the bits and pieces, but we definitely want to set up like a give back fund when we start moving more numbers. Right now, we're just kind of trying to get it like off the ground and running.
Nice.
You know what? If you want it off the ground and running, you want to put roots down in Michigan, you know where I'm at.
Absolutely.
It's not hard. Yeah. It's there's some stuff popping off on my end. I'm not, tooting my own horn or anything, but we've got people from Letterkenny coming on the show. So that's pretty cool. For us Northerners, that know what snow is, that's a big deal. If you don't watch Letterkenny, you should go watch Letterkenny. That's a big deal. You're going to start saying the words, how are you now? Good, and you a lot more than you think. That being said, there's a lot going on in Michigan. Michigan's doing great things. There's a lot of great things popping up in Lansing, Ann Arbor, Detroit, Grand Rapids. The whole state is really coming together. You got Pine Canada kicking it off in Kalkaska. My boy Ryan with Redemption Cannabis just opened the Botanical Co. They're in North Lansing. So there's a lot of opportunity here. But what I want to do is so new to the area that no one's like, you can't do that. It's got to be illegal. It's not though. You know what I'm saying? It's not though. I looked at it and there's no loopholes. There's no laws against it. There's just, don't do this. Well, we can't do that right now because of a pandemic. Why aren't we doing it? And so it's just like bringing that together. I got some important meetings lined up today. Meetings are always fun. I think I definitely want to, if you guys are cool with it, get some more of that barbecue sauce and use that as like a promotional thing for y'all.
Totally.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like I was going to do a barbecue chicken, teach people how to, do it the right fucking way, because so many people mess it up. And if it's an infused barbecue chicken with Mary Palmer's barbecue sauce.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we'll get together. We might need it to where like you guys just send me, enough of it, and I'll just go through with small stickers or something and put them into, measure it out. So it's like per dose, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll figure it out from there. But that would be, I'd love to collab on that, dude. I think that would be bomb as hell. I didn't know so many local chefs wanted to, like, there's somebody posted something in like my personal, and like the owner posted it. And then all of a sudden all these chefs were like, yo, I'll work with him. I was like, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know who you are. Like, if I met you, like it's crazy. And I don't say that in a bad way. I'm just like, yo, that's so humbling, man. Like, I'm doing something right. Yeah, I'll work with you. Wait, do you smoke weed though? Like, can we go have a safety break real quick? Because we got to have that. But I'm excited for where this is going, yo. I'm excited for like everything cannabis right now because, like, yo, we fought so hard to get here.
We still have to keep fighting because there's a stigma around it. I mean,
oh, yeah, absolutely. Each one teach one for sure. You guys have fought. Even it's not hard doing what you do. There's a lot of time, money, and resources that go into the R&D before you guys even decide to drop a product or something. There's a lot of publicity that goes into things. You guys are working with the Token Dead right now at Bill Diamond. How are you still standing right now? You were on the Token Dead last night. You guys should have been knocked out.
I think
we had a good night.
Yeah,
they're so funny.
Jeff was knocked out. I think if you watched it,
I unfortunately missed it. I was
oh my god,
I was busy.
He ate a bunch of edibles, and then he was
he was eating the barbecue sauce after too.
Yeah, then he was going to eat the barbecue sauce after. So he's probably still sleeping right now.
Honestly,
Jeff, if you see this, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at you. I'm not gonna.
He's definitely still sleeping.
All right, Jeff.
He knew exactly what he was doing. Damn well he did. No, you guys were telling us the story about you had to carry your friend out in the stretcher, and the stretcher was used on MASH.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah,
dude, how wild is that?
So we went back the next day to get some stuff we were having done there. There's like a seamstress shop in the studio, so we were having some stuff worked on, and we went back there to go pick it up. And everyone's in the back breaking down the set that we were filming on for the last 2 days.
Right.
So me and Lynn, we just jump in and started helping move stuff, like who we are, And John, Bill Diamond's right-hand man, I was walking in the back with him, and he just tripped, and he blew out his kneecap.
Oh, shit.
He smashed it in half.
It was pretty bad. Like,
no.
There's no blood or anything, but it was a clear separation. You could see like the skin like divot down, and
it was pretty gruesome. And so Bill Diamond's like, hey, I'm like, do you have a wheelchair or anything? He's like, no, I have a stretcher though.
Hold on.
He knew
right
was
from MASH.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's from MASH, the TV show. He's like, yeah, we did a reunion. Here it is over here. Like, took him 5 minutes to find it. Poor John's on the ground. But he ended up having surgery, and he's up in New Hampshire recovering right now. So Godspeed. Hopefully he'll be good.
I mean, I can only imagine having that happen when you're trying to film stuff, and then having to deal with the hospitals and COVID, and it's scary in the hospitals right now, dude.
Right. He's all good, but
he's all right though, right? Like he's gonna be all right.
He's already done with surgery. He's home resting.
Yeah.
But man, splitting your kneecap like that? Woo.
No, that made my kneecaps just cringe.
Yeah.
That's why I cringe so much. My left kneecap, you feel it. It literally feels like you can feel the center, and it's like splits out. There's like maybe 3 different, and that was from like late teenage years.
Oh wow!
Skateboarding, and I knew I busted my knee really bad. I didn't get it fixed. I didn't go to the doctors or anything for it. It healed on its own, and like I can still feel where it's like it doesn't hurt or anything, but you can feel like where the bones healed on there.
But it hurts in the winter sometimes, probably, right? When it's real cold and stuff.
From that injury, no, I don't get much from that or anything like that.
Y'all want to hear something really funny? So we've been, live for about an hour now, and we haven't mentioned once the giveaway.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
All right. So what happens? What's up with the giveaway? What do you guys got going on?
We got 2 giveaways. There's one right now for. Hold on. Where's that?
We have one on the website right now over at whoismarypalmer.com.
Yep.
Is this hoodie, but in red.
It's for a red version.
And if you get that, I will trade you 50 nice, crisp high fives the rest of your life for that sweatshirt.
And there's a few other things on there as well.
No, those things look fire for sure. So what's the other giveaway? You guys check out whoismarypalmer.com for the giveaway.
To get into giveaways.
Yep, and then this Saturday at the Marijuana Ball Mass Can organization, we're doing a giveaway through them. So if you just stay tuned and check them out Saturday night.
Okay.
Do it to it.
And then we have one for the show right now.
And then we have one.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got?
We got some dog treats.
Oh shit! Don't eat those. I tried it. It was not a good time.
You're not the first one to say that.
Oh,
that hat though. Oh shit! That hat though.
Some CBD gum.
That shit I've heard is fire.
CBD gum is awesome. It's one of my favorite products.
Some CBD.
Oh shit! Get it. What flavor is that?
Citrus.
Citrus
it is then. All right, check it out, guys. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you guys pick a number from 1 to 117, and whoever guesses, well, that doesn't work because I just watch the show. Yeah, you guys pick out a number. All right, comment it below. We'll tag everybody, tell everybody stuff like that. They can guess a number. You guys pick it, write it down. Whoever matches that, we'll figure it out. If there's one winner. Shit, that's not gonna work either. Don't consume cannabis and then try and do a giveaway, guys. It don't work. What did I write down?
Closest without going over.
Huh?
Closest to the number without going over.
I mean, but what if like 9 people guess the same number?
Oh man.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's my point. Like,
whoever guessed it first.
Boom. That's a good point.
That'll work. Let's just do that. Let's keep it simple. I mean, here's the thing. If somebody's really going to complain about that, we're going to take care of them. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're like, hey, it's cool. Here's a bunch of stickers. Are we good? We're good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that. Let's number between 1 through 117. Put it in the comments below. Message it to us. Get it to us. Let us know. If you're the first one to guess the number that they just wrote down, you get the Mary Palmer Deliciously Dope swag box that I'm empirically jealous of. If you get that hat, I will find you. That I had a little hat like that, like a little palm hat, but it was Reptar.
Reptar?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I wore that cooking and they're like, well, it's a hat. So, I mean, maybe don't do it during service. And I was like, all right, fine.
Fair enough.
It is what it is. But listen, guys, I'm not going to keep you anymore. You're absolutely killing it right now, stacking just awards to the point where, like, are they going to let you enter anymore?
Oh, we're definitely entering again next year.
Well, I'm going to steer clear of those damn competitions because it's a lot of awards.
The big one's going to be the first one that we're looking forward to is Chirptown Throwdown.
Oh, shit. We're trying to get out there. Well, we actually talked to them boys.
Yeah, Keith and they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a really fun event.
It's something. Dude, I gotta come out there. That's what it is. I gotta get out there
this year. I forget. Collybuds?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Definitely music.
Oh, absolutely. It was Chirptown threw me some stuff on Instagram. We were talking about it. Like, I would love to get out there, but we're waiting to see what COVID does.
Yeah, they're not until August. I mean,
yeah.
I think
it's like what, the 21st?
I don't know. You can go to surftown.throwdown.com and find out.
I'll tell you. I've seen numbers, dates, and stuff like that, but
yeah, I forget the dates because they've been moving around so much. I think they moved it twice last year.
Yeah. I mean, with COVID, we don't know, man. That's a terrible thing. Just, you know, really, if we any advice to the viewers out there, just smoke weed every day. That's really what it is. If you don't smoke weed, don't make fun of people that smoke weed. But if you do want to make fun of people, everybody in the screen can take it. We're gonna smoke weed, blow it in your face, and laugh at you if you make fun of us. That being said, y'all, thank you again, Mary Palmer, for coming on the show. We need to make this like a once a month thing. Just checking in with Mary Palmer. We should do that.
We'll check in with you again for sure.
Let's do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Eric, it's been amazing, man. You gotta stop and check out the girls. Definitely gotta do that. It's always a blast.
I'll head over there soon.
All right, fantastic, brother. Fantastic. But until then, guys, I'm your boy, Chef Rodney, 117 Deliciously Dope TV, Daily Chronicles. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace, y'all.